is going to start.
We are sponsored by Red Bull, so big shout out to them. Big
Sponsored by
product
Pimp Muckle.
placement. Sponsored by Pimp Muckles and Red Bull.
Sponsored by Pimp Muckle's face.
Tweet Red Bull, guys, and then they might send us some more Red Bull. Not that they sent us anyway to start with. I had to go buy this from a shop. Red Bull is so expensive now. I mean, good value, but expensive. If you were on a budget, you would go for the cheap own brand Kick. Whatever it's called.
Yes. Right. Goodbye, Pimp Muckle. We're going to go to the draft screen. That's the wrong draft screen. To the other draft screen. There we go. Look at that.
Oh, that one's quite nice.
That's quite nice.
That's a nice draft
we've
screen.
got...
Okay.
It's Dagon 5 against Insidious. Dagon 5 are on Radiant this time. And as we can see so far, they banned out all Lycan.
Who did the crazy push strategy last game?
It was Insidious, and they've already banned out the Lycan and the Death Prophet against them.
Okay. Which is pretty standard. They had first pick, so ban out the Lycan. Otherwise, you lose fast. And then Doom and Viper is a bit of an interesting one, but we'll gloss over that. It means there's big tanky heroes like Tidehunter and Brewmaster and all these majestic lovelies that are still in the pool. And two tanky heroes with good ultimates get picked up in Centaur and Tidehunter. Obviously, Tidehunter a little bit better on the die because you've got the Ancient stack available to you, so favoured pick for them for the Dagon 5 this game. And Centaur, we all know that he's still pretty strong in that offlane, although we've seen a few teams run him in other positions as well. You can run him mid, and you can run him as a safe lane as well, but most likely you're going to be in that offlane position. And another hero I mentioned earlier, Brewmaster. I'm predicting all these bad boys today. I'm on fire.
Oh, Rubik.
Did not expect the Rubik, so...
I mean, Rubik, I guess it's nice for seeing the Ravage, but I mean, against the Brewmaster, it's like, well, it's very hard to steal the ultimate, isn't it? Because you got to find him as it finishes, and normally if he... Well, actually saying that, normally when Brewmaster finishes his ult, I mean, at the early points of the game, it actually costs quite a bit of mana, so it's quite likely that when he comes out of his ult, he's not going to be able to cast anything else.
No, because you blink
so
in,
it's quite easy to take,
yeah, thunderclap straight down, and then you pop the ult, and then when you come back out, you have literally shit all mana, so... Yeah, that's it's not the hardest ones to steal in the world. There's definitely harder ones like Ravage is quite actually like people should never be able to steal Ravage. Like you should have Anchor Smash queued up if you've got a playing against a Rubik, but we see it happen, and we see it happen so much.
Maybe it's quite easy to steal from the Tidehunter when he gets to that point in the game where he's got a Refresher's Orb, and obviously at that stage, if he gets it early, he's normally got enough mana to just do the double ult. Unless he's really good at getting the mana boots out on both charges, he might not be able to get another spell out. So then you've got two chances to take away the ult there. So if it gets to that point, they've got that. Who else has been out? So they ban out the Enigma, who's obviously pretty strong at the moment, and would be quite nice, I guess, with the Tide and the Brew. Silence are actually going to get banned out by Dagon 5. So, I guess...
Yeah, that's pretty standard. I mean, you don't want a Tidehunter or a Brewmaster jumping in, and then the Global Silence just absolutely ruining the initiation. So it's a really, really clever hero to ban out, and it's something that can be run in so many different roles as well. Obviously, you've got the support Silencer, and then also the farming carry Silencer as well, after the change, obviously, with his little bit of agility growth. Makes him a bit more of a right clicker going into the later portions of the game. So sensible hero to ban out from the Dagon 5. And in response, we're going to see Enigma Warlock. So two extremely strong team fighting heroes. Warlock's a strange one for me. I can understand the Enigma, obviously really, really fast. We see a lot of heroes, a lot of teams utilize it really, really well. Zion, EG, for example, is like, his Enigma is just ridiculous. PGG sometimes, if he doesn't fail. But slightly different ways in the terms of the black hole. But I think it was mentioned on I was watching AD2L stream the other day, and he was talking about the Enigma. And we are going to start to talk about a hero that's not even been picked in this game, but let's just carry on with it.
Talk about Enigma.
But he was talking about how Enigma's just like, a lot of people pick it and think about the black hole, but in reality it's so much more. And with the buff that Midnight Pulse has been getting, the Midnight Pulse is actually really, really strong as well. And you've got a hero that can jungle levels really, really fast, get a mech by 10 minutes. You've got a really good pusher with the Eidolons. You've got someone that can be a huge presence in team fights, even if he doesn't get the black hole off, because Midnight Pulse does so much damage. And then you've got a really good stun as well for ganking. So it's just really good hero all around. And you're going to see a Wraith King pick up. So, I mean, look how many initiations Dagon 5 have got. They've got a Wraith King, Brewmaster, and Titan, so all will be looking to get Blink Daggers up at some point in the game if this is going to be a support Wraith King, which I imagine it will be. We don't see too many farming Wraith Kings nowadays, but yeah, support Wraith King is completely legit. and you blink in, and ult pops. Everyone spends all your stuff, all their spells on you, and then you come back to life. You mech, and then the whole team goes in and fights. I mean, interestingly, we've seen a few teams at the International, when they're playing the support Wraith King, they didn't actually get the ultimate until they got to level 10 and 11, because they want the 2 points in it, because the cooldown is literally so long that you would rather just die.
Well, what a lot of I can't remember if it was Fear or someone was watching saying it, or someone talking about it in the chat. Exactly what he said. Obviously, you want it because of the long cooldown. It's it's pretty much a waste of getting a point in earlier. But what they say do is, once you get to 6, just play with having a spare skill point. So if you're in a point where you are getting targeted and you're like, okay, my team are around me, I could use the reincarnation slow, skill it. But if you're like, okay, I'm going to die, there's no one who's going to be coming in to help me, there's not going to be any reaction, don't skill it. Just leave it. Only skill it when you need it.
I think that's actually a really, really good point.
Essentially, an active slow for a team fight.
Yeah, I think that's a really, really good point, because when you're sort of getting to that sort of level 6 stage of the game, when you could have the chance to pick it up for the first time, you're not really going to be in a position where, if you get caught out, you're going to be out of position, is what I'm trying to say. Chances are you're going to be out of position, and there's not going to be too much in terms of help coming from the rest of your team, whereas when you get into the later portions of the game and you've obviously got your team to come in and back you up, then it becomes a lot more relevant. But we're going to see Lion pick up as well, so... As I said, Lion coming into the meta. We've got that mythical item if we hit 20 viewers. How many viewers are we on?
We're on 6.
We're only on 6.
We're never going to make it.
But
then we just lost one who didn't have faith believing we could get 20.
Yeah.
Wag Shadow saying, how you guys not getting more viewers? I got 7 yesterday and I'm shit. So, well, guys, if you want to get us more viewers, get on those Twitters. Tweet us. Get on the Reddit. Someone put a Reddit post. If you put a Reddit post up, I will give you a rare. And it'll be a good rare as well.
A rare for a Reddit post?
I'm not talking.
What about if I put a Reddit post up? Do I get a rare?
No, you don't. You're excluded.
What? Why am I excluded?
Because it's like one of those terms and conditions where friends and families
you can't bet on what
enter.
like what you're doing in terms of involved in. Have you seen that new change with football, by the way? I'm just going to completely go away from Dota now, whereas you can't bet.
Football? What?
Yeah, if you're in like level 4 and above playing football,
well, I don't know what that means.
You can't bet on any leagues.
No one knows what that. What do you mean level 4 and above?
Okay, so like it's like pretty semi-amateur, like semi-professional
so are you level
stuff.
4?
I think Harbour Town play at level 5.
So is that above or below?
That means that if I went back to playing football, I couldn't bet on any football matches. So I'm pretty sure it's not as strict at the lower levels, but it's pretty horrible. Like, it's pretty crazy change for people that want to bet on other leagues. But anyway, I mean, you couldn't bet on Premier League matches. What would that be? That's rubbish. I think people still will, but it's legit. I mean, if you play at a League 2 club, then you definitely can.
Look, people have been picked. What's going on? Void.
I'm surprised Void's got this far in the pick, to be fair. I mean, it's a hero that is actually like crazily good on the Radiant as well. And that makes me think, will it be an off-lane Void? It doesn't look like it because they've picked up the Centaur, but I mean, they could always run either one of these hero mid if they wanted to. So I actually really like Void on the Radiant.
Do you think they've seen the Brew and they've thought, put Void up against Brew mid? I mean, how does that go up? Does that go all right?
Yeah, Void would actually match up pretty well in that one.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, he'd probably be unlikely to be able to kill the Brewmaster.
Well, I mean, when they both get level 6, if he's able to jump in first,
I mean, if you mention time lock, it's always possible if you get the RNGs.
Brewmaster, should he? Because by the time Brew's 6 and he pops the ult, Void can at least protectively ult himself, can't he? So it could work. He might not have the best time getting last hits, obviously with the drunken A's and stuff, with the evasion and the missed chances. It might make it a little bit tricky for him, but he'll get his levels, and essentially that's what an offlane Void does anyway, isn't he? You put him in the offlane, he gets his level 6. It doesn't really matter about the amount of farm he gets, so perhaps in this team, he would do alright in mid and find those levels.
Who was it that used to play mid? There was someone that used to play mid like quite a bit, and I can't remember who it was at all. Pimpmuckle or no? Pimpmuckle. Who plays Void mid? Someone played it, and it was legit.
It's so loud.
It's not loud.
It is. You can't hear what I can hear. It's like boom, 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 boom. Like freaking EastEnders. Right. Morphling. Gonna be the final pick. Okay. So
I mean, it's a pick to completely counter the Void, isn't it? That's what we're looking at.
I mean, do you think they thought what I think? Do you think they thought, okay, they're gonna put the Void mid, and they're like, swap around, we'll put Morphling mid against the Void?
No, I don't think they'd have thought that Faceless Void's going mid, and they'll be right as well. Shadow Fiend mid.
So tri-lane, innit, with Void.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is indeed. But yeah, I mean, we should mention Morphling, like crazy counter to Void, because you can morph strength in Chronosphere, which is, I think, is broken, but there you go. It's in the game.
What do you mean?
You can morph strength while you're in Chrono.
What, so if you started it before?
No, you can do it like in Chrono.
Can you morph agility in Chrono?
Yeah. You can use morph in Chrono.
No, you can't.
Yeah, you can. I promise you can.
Really?
Yeah, it's pretty broken. So
that's weird.
So like you can Void's like hitting you and you're not going down. You're just staying at the same health because you're morphing strength. But anyway, we should go ahead and introduce.
You're Rubik and you steal morph?
If you're Rubik and you steal morph, then you just morph full strength because you're not exactly going to be a right clicker in the game anyway. And then you take a different spell, but you keep the strength that you morph, so you just end up walking around as like a 2k
Oh, got stat
health
guy.
Rubik.
Look at that. Pro. Look at this. Production value stats. We're going to have stats guys for you, beautiful viewers.
Beautiful. How do we only have six viewers? Easy.
Oh, well, we've got to start somewhere, haven't we?
Yeah. Right.
What's this guy talking? Someone keeps saying this WC is getting my nerves. What does WC mean? I can't think. Production boys. There we go. Indeed. Indeed. Oh, it means toilet. What do you mean? Unplug the toilet? Don't make a freaking mess. Don't do that. Why would you unplug the toilet? Right, so we're into the game. It is the Amateur Dota League Season 4. And if you're watching on the ticket, get over to the stream. We're doing a massive giveaway. We're on about 150 viewers at the moment. When we hit 200, we'll give away all our mythicals. But some of this stuff might happen. Anyway, we've got Insidious against Dagon 5. I'm OD. I'm here with my co-caster Wakey. I'll go ahead and introduce the Radiant side. So on the Radiant side, we're going to have Admiral Puppy on the offlane Centaur, as expected. Mid lane's going to be taken up by Light Def on the Shadow Fiend. And we're going to see Galoi on the support Venge, along with Fakin on the support Rubik. And they more than certainly will be heading down to the bottom lane to protect up Delix, who's going to be on the carry faceless void. Wakey, what's going on the side of Dagon 5?
Okay, so on Dagon 5, going from left to right on the scoreboard, we'll start with Tidehunter. That's going to be played by Denzine this game. And then we've got Cannibal. He's going to be playing on that Wraith King, that support Wraith King. Morphling is going to be played by Shrekinator. And then Lion is going to be played by Boobies. And Greyclaw is going to be on that mid lane Brewmaster. And it looks like it's an aggressive tri-lane that we're getting coming out from Dagon 5. So not something that I actually really thought about, to be honest. But yeah, it's definitely possible. When you've got a Wraith King with a reliable stun from range, you've got Lion with a reliable stun from range, and you've got a lot of burst damage coming out from a Morphling as well.
Oh,
they can definitely go
this.
aggressive.
No, look at this. So Void's on his own at the moment because the rest of Insidious, the two supports, looking for a gank mid. And I mean, if these free heroes get wind of that, I mean, the range of the Wraith Fire Blast is pretty nice, isn't it?
Yeah, it's decent at level 1. Yeah, Void could be definitely in trouble. And this is going to be a key part coming out from Dagon 5, whether they realise that the two supports are trying to gank mid and they just go straight in for it. And they've seen the Voids there. They haven't seen any supports coming yet, so they could look to make a go on this. Where is it going to happen first, mid or bot lane? It looks like it's going to be bot lane, and instantly Void's going to be in trouble. He has got a time walk, so he's going to be able to get out of this. The stun up coming out actually from line, he was too far away, so it was a little bit of a misplay coming out from Dagon 5, to be honest.
But look at this mid lane. Now, as soon as that's happened, we see a reaction now from the side of Insidious. They send the Venge, the Rude around the back. Brewmaster's mid, he needs to get back. He gets lifted up by the Rubik. There is a Venge stun available. This is going to be first blood more than certainly. They move into range. The right clicks are far too much. Oh, but the ball charges. Was that ball charge? What?
No,
yeah, it was. He went straight bottle first item.
Okay.
Yeah. Didn't keep him alive though. First blood is going to go the way of the Shadow Fiend as well. So, fortunate plays there for Insidious. And yeah, the Void there with the time walk just proving a little bit too elusive for Dagon 5 to able to capitalise on that initiation. But yeah, nice plays from Insidious there.
That's something you don't want to happen at all when you're letting a Shadow Fiend get a kill early on, because that's the issue obviously Shadow Fiend has is getting those early souls. So if you feed away a kill, he's just going to have such a great time in the lane. And he's already sitting at level 3. The bottle's on his way to him. And this is someone that started Wraith Band double Iron Branch as well. So it was a greedy starting build, just try and get those last hits. And Shadow Fiend's going to be pretty significant in this game already, thanks to that great start.
And I mean, the fact, obviously, Brewmaster got taken down then. He's only on 160 gold, and all he does have is a bottle. I mean, would you rather have a more kind of orthodox build, with a bit of stats and a bit of stout or anything, or do you think having a bottle now is going to favour him? Or?
Well, if you have a few Iron Branches, then you might even survive that gank. So, but then you didn't have the bottle charges, so it's difficult to say whether he would have survived. I would never really rush a bottle going to the mid lane first, because you just want that little bit of extra stats just in case they do gank mid, or you just need a little bit of strength, or you want to just help with your last hitting a little bit. But there we go. I actually see a little bit of aggression coming from Admiral Puppy on this top lane. He's going to have a bit of a difficulty. Telekinesis actually used by Rubik, but I don't think they can really dive this. This seems a bit ballsy. They're going to go for it. They might be able to pick him off. Can they pick him off? I don't think they're going to be able to. Venge is going to go down. You can't kill a Tidehunter like that, especially as a melee hero, which Admiral Puppy is. And Anchor Smash was doing quite a lot of work to reduce those initial right clicks coming out, and then when the support rotations came in, they just didn't have enough to bring it down. And I mean, where was the fade bolt coming from Rubik? I think he had it up.
I was going to say, Sentinel needs to be careful because there was a gush available from the time.
Oh, Rubik wants this. Top lane, he's diving in deep. The Jukes. Denzon's going to juke it out. He's juking it out like a boss. Oh, he can probably get the kill here coming out. Rubik's in so much trouble. Rubik doesn't have a TP. Rubik's still trying to find him. He should know that he's got no... Oh, he doesn't have vision yet. Doesn't know that he's there. Still maybe looking. Oh, now he realizes he's there. But now he's going to be in trouble. I think he could go down here. Rubik's going to be in so much trouble. Look at the damage just from the tower. Rubik feeds away a kill to the Titan. And now Admiral Puppy's in a little bit of problem.
Look at this. Look, Avenge on the bottom lane. He's going to get caught by a Lion here along with the Morphling. Not quite sure what he's trying to do, rotating around the back here. If you right clicks and look, Callum's on the wrong side of the map. He's got nowhere to run.
Yeah, he's going to go down. I don't know what he was doing there, to be honest. He's a little bit out of position. He gets punished for it. And Dagon 5 take 3 kills to 1. So after that terrible start, giving the Shadow Fiend such a nice early start in that mid lane, they've managed to pull 3 kills back really, really comfortably. But arguably mistakes coming out there from... Is it Insomnia? Was it Insomnia?
Insidious.
Insidious. Okay. Insomnia's not what their team name is.
No.
Apologies for that one.
For offending all the Insomnia fans there.
So yeah, Insidious definitely getting back into this game lovely, and we're actually going to see some really nice aggression coming out from Brewmaster on this mid lane. Does need to be careful though, because Shadow Fiend's one of those heroes that you can turn a gank round really, really easily and can really punish over aggression, and those razors do so much damage. Brewmaster going to find himself an Invis rune. Might look to make a go on this. Shadow Fiend is sitting on 3/4 health, so definitely possible. Good thunderclap and a crit. Be able to bring him pretty low. And the 2 supports have rotated down onto this bottom lane. So the Venge and the Rubik are going to rotate down here. I did wonder whether they'd stay up on the top lane and help out the Centaur, because the Centaur versus Titans is actually a really, really difficult match for the Centaur. And Titan
gets lifted up by the Rubik. There's going to be a nice stun though from line. It actually catches all 3 heroes there. Basically Ravage. And holds them off, so basically Ravage is able to retreat.
Titan has actually rotated to the mid lane, and they've got an Invis rune on the Brewmaster. They're going to look to make a go, and Shadow Fiend's going to be in trouble. He was looking for the courier, and he's going to get punished for it. And yeah, greedy play. A little bit of a courier bait actually coming out. The courier was sent to Greycore. I think it was just, I don't know whether he was bottle crowing it was bringing back his bottle, or whether it was just delivering his boots. But Shadow Fiend thought he could snipe it off. Didn't realise that Brewmaster was sitting there with an Invis rune, which a little bit of a maybe lack of awareness coming out from him, but
yeah, I mean, you would have thought you would have seen the courier coming down to no one, and you're like,
that's a bit fishy.
Yeah, that's a bit odd.
Yeah, I'm not going to go in on that one, but
yeah,
clearly he did, and obviously with the Tidehunter there as well, that sealed his fate completely.
I mean, Tidehunter used the Ravage. I don't know if he needed it. I mean, he had a Gush and an Anchor Smash, and I think that would have been enough to chase down the kill.
Yeah, I definitely don't think he needed to pop the Ravage there, but you might as well get it on the cooldown and pick off a kill than not be using it at all. So he probably couldn't come up the top lane and kill Admiral Puppy. That's going to be a really difficult kill for him. In fact, these 2 on this top lane, they can't really get a kill on each other. It's quite ironic, really. It's sort of without any kind of help.
Rubik in a bit of trouble. Tried to lift up the line to save the Void. Now Void's actually turning around. Morphling's actually going to go down to the right clicks. They do bring down the Rubik. Void actually has Chrono. Look at this.
Chrono. Look at it go.
Gets the line.
He's going to be able to get away as well.
Out, yeah.
And that's where maybe you wanted Ravage coming in. Denzine TPing in, but only had a Gush to be able to offer. And
they should be able to kill this Venge. There's another Gush up
Gallos is going to be in trouble here. He's coming down. Oh, but healed up from...
Oh, look at
the time lock. The time lock. This is why you match time lock. It's just so much damage.
Oh, one more hit.
He's got to get it. He's Jukes. The Jukes from Cannibal. Oh. Cannibal's going to get away. No, he's not. Actually popping Admiral Puppy. Actually popping the ultimate for that. Stun missed. They might have been able to pick off Denzine there, but in the end, it looks like the aggression is just going to come to an end. But Delix on this bottom lane. Faces Void picking up 3 kills now, so decent amount of farm coming to him for someone that was left on his own for a while.
What's the Void building? So he's got at the moment... He's just got the treads. He's got a fair bit of gold. I mean, he could pick up a Midas. You know, he's 300 gold away from the recipe, and it's 7 minutes in. Wouldn't be too awful if he decides to do that.
Yeah, I mean, it's a position 1 Void, so it's definitely viable. I mean, if you're going in the off lane as Void, then it's probably not something you want to be going for, but definitely as a position 1, it's something you can look at. It's a little bit late now. I mean, he's already picked off the treads. So he hasn't gone for it straight away, but it's definitely something you could go back for, and it might be worthwhile if they're looking to extend this game into the late game. They have got a Shadow Fiend as well, so it's definitely possible.
I mean, we're going to see it. He's coming up to about 3 seconds away from enough for the recipe. Is he going to buy it? Yeah, he's not gone straight for it. He's thinking about it. I mean, other than that, I guess...
I mean, keep your options open. I mean, you can keep your options open and buy it last minute if you want to. Yeah, Aghanims is always a good shout. Maybe more on an offlane Void, though. Position 1 Void, you definitely want those carries. You want the damage because it's not going to be coming from too many places. Shadow Fiend's obviously going to be able to deal a decent amount of DPS if he doesn't get caught in the chrono himself. And obviously the raises being able to fly in is a really, really nice thing to have. But apart from that, they don't have, like, I mean, Centaur's not going to be able to provide too much when the chrono's popped because he can't really get into the chrono to do anything unless Void manages to catch something right on the edge.
Look at that stat. So Face Void wins 41% of games when purchasing Midas. So that's not necessarily good, is it?
No, I think
So
that's just a
loses
slight
59% of games
I think
when he
that's just a
Midas.
slight change coming from the fact that he's rarely played as a position 1 now. He's definitely more likely to be played on the offlane, and therefore the Midas isn't picked up as much. Or maybe when they're picking it up on an offlane Void, and it's actually a sort of catch-up Midas. So the game started to go bad for them anyway, but that's what it would seem like to me.
I mean, looking at him, I guess he's not going to pick up Midas. Maybe Blink. You know, I'd like to see the Blink. I'd like to see the Blink. Yeah, Blink Chrono, pretty nice against these heroes like the Morphling who's going to be zipping out. Heroes like the Lion who's got that long range disable, and Brewmaster who's going to be popping off the any sign of danger. Could be nice. Top lane. Morphling's rotated in to help out the Wraith King.
Admiral Puppy's in so much trouble. He hasn't got anything here really to help him. And is there going to be a Wraith?
He has got the move speed though, because he's got Tranquils. Tranquils are going to kick in 3 seconds. Look at
he's
the
going to be able
Tranquils.
to get away. They've got no way of hitting him at the moment.
Tranquils
is there anyone else rotating in? In fact, the whole... Oh, he's going to try and TP. This is pretty ballsy. Is he going to make it? He's going to make it out. Cannibal and Shrekinator just couldn't find him. And they actually rotated all 5 heroes into the jungle to try and secure that kill. So what a waste of time coming out there from Dagon 5. Really nice awareness coming from Centaur War, and a little bit of a Dukerino.
I think he was lucky there.
Admiral
I wouldn't say I'd call that skill.
Yeah.
That was a bit of kind of stupid luck.
Stupid luck,
yeah. He literally did 2 right clicks. They were just, and it looked like they walked past him, but they didn't. They weren't looking at the area. They're just looking at the map or a different part of the map whilst they're walking.
We haven't seen any ancient stacks coming out yet from Dagon 5, which just surprised me because they do have obviously Tidehunter who can get a huge influx of gold at some point in the game by taking those and get him well on the way to the Blink Dagger, and even then into the Refresher Orb later into the game. So,
I mean, do you agree with how Dagon 5 decided to lane at the beginning of this? You know, obviously they did have a Tide, and when you pick him on die, he's nice to die because he can make those ancient stacks. But they did decide to put him on the safe lane and put the aggressive tri-lane down there. And, I mean, I don't know if they haven't really shut down the Void at all. I mean, the 10 minutes in, Void's got treads in there, Mask of Madness, yeah.
The lane was set up to do exactly that, shut down the Void, and in that aspect, it's kind of failed. I don't think they got... they wouldn't have got too much by going top either, because Centaur, another really, really hard hero to kill, so again, it would have been difficult to try and shut down either one of those heroes. They decided to go for the Faceless Void, and I think just maybe more of a roaming support would have been better. I mean, they've got the potential with the Wraith King and
Centaur
Lion.
Is so dead.
Admiral Bulldog is definitely going to go down this time, unless he can Dukerino it out again. No, they're actually going to pop the Ravage for this. 4 heroes and Ravage popped, so definitely wanting Admiral Puppy to go down this time, and he gets punished indeed for just being a little bit too far up in the lane. But I mean, is that worth it? I mean, they get the kill, but they pop Ravage, and it's 4 heroes rotated onto this top lane. And meanwhile, Void's getting a lot of space on this bottom lane, and Shadow Fiend's in the jungle already, and he's got 65 CS at 11 minutes, which isn't too shabby at all, bearing in mind what a good start he had. Although he did get picked off, remember, with the Ravage from Tidehunter, so...
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. I think even though Dagon 5 are getting these kills, if you look at the net worth, the lead is massive going to Shadow Fiend and Faceless Void. Shadow Fiend on 5.6k and Void on 4.8, and that's compared to the Morphling and the Brewer sitting around the 3k mark. So, you know, this rotating, you know, they are getting kills, but in terms of farm, it's really not paying off, and they're losing out to heroes that are incredibly dangerous once they start to snowball in terms of gold lead with the Shadow Fiend and the Faceless Void.
Yeah, going back to the lane matchups again, I mean, we talked about how good that Tidehunter is in that off-lane position on the Dire side, because he can obviously utilise the Ancients, and obviously if you put him in the safe lane, I kind of think that's a little bit of a waste. You could put someone else in that safe lane that maybe is a bit more relevant, that's going to get a little bit more out of the lane. You could even go a little bit greedier, something like a Doom even. If you're going to run aggressive with the Morphling. What do you think about that? I mean, because the Morphling against the Centaur would have been a decent matchup for the Morphling, and he would have got a decent amount of farm, but he's only sitting at 37 CS 12 minutes into the game.
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, yeah, Morphling without farm is just, it's almost, well, it's not upsetting to watch, because Morphling is freaking annoying when he gets farm, so it serves him right for... you know, having to play awfully because he's got nothing under his iron belt, because unfortunately that's what it's going to be like at the moment. Galloy is going to get hexed up. There's going to be a nice stun. It's a bit of a Ravage. They're going to catch out Galloy, who's pretty low. Brewmaster coming in with the clap, and he's going to pop the Admiral Puppy now on the retreat. They've already picked off the Venge. They're going to pick off the center as well, and now they're ready to chase. They are going to send the Rubik up in the air with the Brewlings, and they're going to just stand around. Should be able to get a nice easy kill here, and they actually managed to pick off 3 heroes off the back of that. So pretty nice bit of play there for D5. That's actually put them 10-4. Still there, you just look at the net worth, and the fact that Shadow Fiend wasn't in that fight, he was mid, and the fact that Faceless Void wasn't in that fight, he was bottom, is really showing. And this nice Chrono down bottom, is he going to be able to kill the Morphling? Morphling isn't Morphin the strength, mate. I don't know if he didn't know that you could, but he certainly wasn't even trying.
Oh, okay.
In the Chrono. And now he's just had enough mana to time walk. He nearly had it stolen from the line. In fact, he's looking to turn this around. Look at the line. He could kill the line here. Oh, the raise.
One raise. I don't know what line was doing there. No. Well out of position, and he was going to be in trouble. And now Cannibal's going to have to back up as well because he's pretty low on health. Doesn't have enough mana actually for reincarnation as well. Don't know whether the Void and Shadow Fiend
has
knew
got
that.
Blink. A nice Blink could catch out this Void, but in fact, he could catch out the Shadow Fiend. Shadow Fiend just made a mistake there.
Yeah, they're going to pop the Ravage for this as well. And this is actually a good kill to get. It's someone that's leading the net worth, so they're going to be able to pick up a really, really important kill onto that Shadow Fiend and slow down his farm a little bit because he was starting to spiral out of control, and it's one of those heroes that definitely snowballs really, really hard, so you need to shut him down as much as you can, and popping the Ravage for that is definitely worth it.
Yeah. So in the chat, Leskin says Dagon 5 will win this game. Void without Skywrath is useless, and I don't think you'd agree with that, would you, Wakey?
Nah.
No.
It's really strong with Skywrath, but you see it utilised in so many different ways as well. And once the BKB started coming out in the mid game anyway, it kind of makes the Skywrath combo a little bit useless because chances are you're going to be catching heroes in the Chronosphere that have already popped BKB. So we'll see. I mean, they don't have too much in terms of setup because you want. I mean, you see a lot of teams run it these days, and they definitely have like an Invoker to Sunstrike in there, like Leskin said, the Skywrath to throw the ultimate into there. So just to add more damage. I still think the hero is relevant. I mean, if you get a Chrono off on someone, then you're going to be able to at least take 1 kill.
Oh, nice kill mid there. Coming out with a finger.
Really nice kill. He's going to die. He's got the evasion. Grey Claw's evasion, just keeping him alive.
He gets away.
The right click coming out from Shadow Fiend. Oh no, I thought he was going to kill him. I was about to start going crazy, but no. Unable to pick off the kill. Brewmaster walks away unscathed. Well, you say unscathed. He's going to have to go all the way back to base. Probably a little bit of a wrong choice of word there, but now the push comes. They're going to try and make this into a push, and Insidious, can they do it? They've got, obviously, Shadow Fiend starting to hit pretty hard right now. They don't have the ultimate though from Centaur, and this could be a bit of a mistake. They have got Venge up here, so he's able to throw the stun out onto Denzine. He doesn't have the ultimate, and in fact, what a Chrono, catching on 3 heroes, 4 heroes with the TP as well, coming in from Greyclaw. Void's already picked off 2 heroes, 1 hero. He's actually managed to pop the reincarnation from Wraith King as well. But with the slow, look at the slow doing work, and it's actually really, really struggling, but in come the bashes. Void just doing so much damage with those time locks. And now Wraith King, now Morphling trying to run away. He's managed to avoid 1 raise already. Can he get away from this Void? He only needs 1 bash. He's trying to morph strength, but he has no mana left. Is he going to be able to escape it? Meanwhile, on the backside, it's actually the ultimate being popped by Greyclaw, and he's going to be able to pick off the Shadow Fiend. So a good kill going the way of them, and now Cannibal's in trouble. He's already had the ultimate pop, so he's going to go down. Admiral Puppy and Faceless Void beating down on him, and Delicus gets himself a double kill. He's unstoppable, and can they find anything else from this? They're seeing Brewmaster. He's running back. I don't think they can actually... Oh, they might be able to fight on this. They've still got the ultimate. Admiral Puppy has no mana left though now, but with a few bashes, he's going to be able to get it. Oh, the evasion! He actually misses the last attack, and that's what saves the life there again of the Brewmaster. Getting very, very lucky in these fights. RNG's is completely on his side. But those time locks as well, you have to say it's...
Ty's got Ravage. He could look for a kill, but it might be a mistake because there's a Venge here.
So there's 2 heroes here. He actually gets stunned up by Venge, who does manage to get the Ravage out. Instantly stolen. Rubik stole Ravage. Stole Ravage. He's going to pop the Ravage instantly, and can he save Admiral Bulldog? Admiral Bulldog's going to get away from this. Really nice play coming out from Faki. He might go down. Lion got the kill onto... Admiral Puppy, but they do manage to bring down the Tidehunters, so it's a 1-for-1 at the moment in this sort of re-engagement. This fight has gone on for a long, long time, and now Greyclaw's back in. He's got a little bit of mana. They're going to be able to pick off the Rubik. Lion gets another kill, so that's a double kill for Boobies on that Lion. As we said, coming back into the meta, get those followers, and now Greyclaw is actually chasing this really far. He's blinks forward onto the Venge. He might be able to pick this off here. Look how slow she is, and with that crit as well, the mad damage, 1 more right click is going to do it, and Galloy goes down.
So at the end of that, who won that? D5,
Dagon 5, yeah, they managed to pick off. They came back, they lost the fight originally, but they managed to come back and take down 4 heroes and Brewmaster, the 2 evasions. The first one from the right click coming out from the Shadow Fiend in this mid lane, and then that top lane as well, missing the hit from Void. Gods, yeah, just that RNG's for you. Lovely stuff.
Yeah, really good fight for Dagon 5 in the end, but still, you're looking at the net worth, and there's still it's a big lead. Faces Void and Shadow Fiend still are pretty darn scary. Void going for the MKB now after the Mask of Madness, so that's probably not the most common thing to buy, is it? After Mask of Madness treads, go straight for the MKB, but I'm guessing he just feels the evasion from the bruise just too much to deal with at this moment in time, especially against someone like Morphling, who's dying a lot, so probably won't look to build into the shotgun build, and he's building the Asher, so I'd imagine probably go for the Manta, and then he might go for a Butterfly. So at least
Manta, Butterfly, Scardy, that sort of build is like pretty strong. Yeah, you're going to go for a DPS build and rather than the E-Blade, and I think they definitely need that in this game because they haven't really got anything to go too late. The Brewmaster, he's going to fall off at some point in the game. You obviously got Wraith King, but it's a support Wraith King, so he's not going to get like a big damage item until a little bit later into the game, and you're going to need something to do a decent amount of damage, and Void's actually going to be in trouble here. There's a DD rune on Greyclaw, and he's got a blink. Yeah, he's going to be able to find the kill here. Oh, Time Walk away. Can Void do this? Can he get away? He's going to put the Mask of Madness as well, and I think he might be able to get away here. He hasn't got a TP, so it's going to be a little bit difficult. He's going to maybe deny himself off to the neutrals. No, he's going to break his way through. It's a merry-go-round here on this bottom lane. Delicus, can he get away? Is he still trying to deny himself? Look at the Dukes! Unbelievable! But Greyclaw knew exactly where he was on that last one and blinks forward, and the Thunderclap finishes him off. I thought he was going to get away there. It was a great try going out from Void, but just didn't have quite enough in the end. Ran out of mana, I think, for another Time Walk, so that's probably what cost him. But they might be able to take a trade. Can they start pressuring this top tower? There are 3 heroes coming up here from Dagon 5 to try and stop this push from happening. Boobies is up here as well on the Lion. Has got the Finger available, 2 TPs as well. And now Insidious needs to get out. Cannibal jumps forward. Wraith Fire Blast onto the Shadow Fiend, and Galloy, really nice swap. He's going to sacrifice himself here. That's going to be all that she wrote. And Shadow Fiend just TPs out. So another kill going the way of Dagon 5, and a tower successfully defended. I think Centaur's going to be alright. He's got the blink. He has got the ultimate up in 10 seconds as well if he does want to pop that and secure his getaway, but he's going to be absolutely fine. And yeah, Dagon 5 just finding pickups when it matters, and that's something they need to do because they can't afford this to go too late. Fighting against a Void and a Shadow Fiend is going to get pretty scary going into the later portions of the game. And they're actually going to group up here as a 4 on this mid lane. See if they can take a tower of their own. They definitely need to start taking towers. They've only taken the tier 1 top so far, so they are behind a little bit on the gold, and that's probably where the net worth is coming from. And meanwhile, look at Shadow Fiend just split pushing on this bottom lane.
It's pretty deep.
Yeah, forget Admiral Puppy. We've got an Admiral Bulldog Shadow Fiend down here, and he's going to be in trouble though, and in comes Greyclaw as well, and this is going to be Shadow Fiend's death. He's going to go down, and he's not able to find a kill even though he tries to fight against Enzyme, which is a bit of a mistake.
Look at this. He's running straight in on these low health heroes.
Has got the Chrono available.
There's a Tide.
Is he going to be able to find it?
He's thinking
Tide's not the easiest one to catch in the Chrono. Kraken Shell actually does a lot to stop the Void, especially before he gets a big damage item up, which he hasn't quite got yet. It looks like he's going straight for the MKB, so predicting the Morphling's going to build into a Butterfly, I would imagine. Just instantly going for that counter to the evasion and...
Well, of course, as I was saying earlier, he's going for it for the Brew, isn't he?
And the Brew as well, of course, yeah. Already seen how effective that evasion's been on that Brewmaster, so... And mid lane, 3 heroes, Cannibal, Shrekinator and Greyclaw all sitting around, so they've got good initiation if they want it. They've got 2 blinks up, actually a blink on the Wraith King. I don't know if we've mentioned that yet. And blink actually finished on Titan. That's really, really late. And again, that's just because they put him in the safe lane. They haven't been able to utilize too much of the Ancients, haven't been stacking those. He's just taken them now and been able to finish off the blink dagger, just taken a 1 stack. But it's definitely something that Dagon 5 could have maybe performed better, and that's maybe why they're looking at you look at the net worth, and even though Insidious are behind on kills, they're still leading the net worth chart on 2 of their heroes, just because they utilize the map better. They've been able to find the farm. And now it's all about the sort of next fight. The next fight could definitely decide this, because if it goes the way of Insidious, then their tower taking potential is pretty decent. I actually think Dagon 5, they need to win the next fight. They definitely need to win the next fight, because although they are leading on the kills, they are still behind in this game. And they've lost so much map control already. All the tier 1s have been taken. It's all happening on their side of the map, which is not what they want. And Fakeen's going to get caught out here. Cannibal managing to get the Wraith Fire Blast off, and it's actually going to be the Wraith King picking up the kill on that one as well with the help of the Tide.
Ooh, Shadow Fiend with double damage rune now, and he has got BKB up as well on top of the tread, so he's probably going to be looking to fight. Void as well, just picking up the MKB finished off, so they're in a really good position to jump in. Now, I mean, we saw earlier, nice Chrono into Requiem of Souls, does a serious amount of damage. So this would be about. In fact, hang on.
He's light death. He's popped the double damage. They're looking to go in on Greyclaw here, but I don't think they're gonna be able to find him. The blink away is just going to be perfectly in time. Greyclaw doesn't actually have any mana. Oh yeah, he does now. He hasn't got enough mana for both the Thunderclap and the Primal Split though. So if they wanted to fight here, it would be actually a really good time to fight for Insidious. And it looks like they're just going to back off with the 2 TP supports coming in, both Wraith King and Lion.
Yep.
Boobies and Cannibal coming in, just stopping that one in its tracks. And but look at Void. Void's just been finding farm all over the map. He's down here on this bottom lane. He has got the Chrono. Ravage is actually going to get popped, and they're going to look to try and stun him in place. The stun comes in from the Wraith King as well, but Void pops the armor. He's going to be able to time walk away straight down into the Ancients and completely evade both heroes, and he's going to get away scot-free, and they used the Ravage for that one as well.
Yeah, nice job there from the Void getting out of that.
I mean, I didn't really notice. Was there any significant backtracks in that one? Didn't really see it myself. I don't think there was.
It looked like obviously damage over time from the Wraithfire Blast was ticking him down a little bit, but I don't think he evaded any of it. He might have done, to be fair. But yeah, it was close either way.
Yeah, good skill.
Good skill. If he'd Mask of Madness in the Void and looked to fight, then I think it would have gone down because the extra damage he would have taken from the Wraithfire Blast. But he didn't. He did decide that it was best to just jump straight out.
Yeah, it wasn't a position to fight. No. And Farkeen's pretty deep in here. He's actually looking to initiate for his team, and in comes the Centaur Warner Ultimate, and they're going to try and find anyone. They still haven't found anyone yet. They found the Lion. They managed to kill off the Lion, but can they find the Tidehunter? Yeah, they're going to be able to find him. The Medallion actually coming out from the Venge, making short work of that one. So they find themselves 2 kills, and now they can push this into change this into a push on this middle tower. Admiral Bulldog. Admiral Puppy. It's going to be really hard to say. Struggling with that one.
You keep saying Admiral Bulldog.
I know.
Yeah.
Light death, decent amount of damage he's got. With the Venge Aura, he actually hits really, really hard. And with his Faceless Void as well, it's really difficult for D5 to fight when they group up as a 5 like this. And a really nice find. Shrakanetter getting caught out by Admiral Puppy. But is the counter initiation there? It looks like it is Greyclaw and Cannibal going to be able to find the kill on that one. And yeah, maybe just a little bit of an overextension. They got the tower, the rest of his team back, so a bit of miscommunication maybe, but Admiral Puppy just went balls deep on that one and didn't really come up with anything. Haste Rune now on Void. Has got the Chrono up. He's going to try and look for something to happen here. Can he find anyone? It's actually Cannibal. He's going to throw out the Wraithfire Blast. He's going to be the one on the aggressive here. Has got the ultimate up, so he can afford to do this. Oh, but there goes the ultimate and the Chrono. Look at the damage onto Boobies. He's beaten down. MKB doing work for him, and Cannibal's gonna zip forward again, but the time walk, the time walk would have evaded it anyway, so he's gonna be fine. You can evade Wraith Blast, can you?
What do you mean? No, I don't think time walk disjoints.
Does it not disjoint? Okay.
I don't think time walk does disjoint. No.
Okay. And Replicate has actually been stolen by Rubik, so there's actually a replica of the Venge walking around. But it's just sitting there. It looks like they're going to initiate on it. Realise it's an illusion straight away. And tactical pause coming out from Tidehunter. A DC? Shipwreck?
Oh, I think they were the team that was DCing last time.
I think they don't realise. I think they think that the Venge is DC'd.
Oh!
Oh dear.
Time walk
doesn't disjoint there. So.
Oh, it doesn't disjoint.
Oh, lovely stats man coming in on that one.
Thank you, stats man.
But yeah, I think they think that the Venge is. I think Denzine's gonna make himself look like a bit of a fool here. Yeah, he is. I think because it is obviously the illusion. It was the replicate stolen from Morphling, so it's a lot tankier.
Yeah, if you don't know it's been stolen. If you don't know it's been stolen,
and then you see
not gonna know.
Yeah, you're not gonna know.
No.
At least this time. Yeah. I mean, this is the skill level we're playing at. At least he didn't throw Ravage out. That would have been really bad. But
well, it's fair enough for them to pause anyway.
At least they're showing a little bit of fair play, thinking that they had DC'd, but they did a fair amount of damage before they did pause. He was dead anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, he was going to die.
Sure he was going to die.
Yeah. And then they were like, pause.
We'll
be sportsmen. Yeah, we'll be sportsmen. I do exactly the same in that scenario. In fact, I probably want to pause. I'd be like, free kill. Get a better PC. People are doing it to me. So.
Hey, look at the farm. This Shadow Fiend. He's not doing bad. I mean, look, 12k net worth. Look what items he's got. He's nearly got Daedalus finished.
He is stacked. He has found so much in the jungle as well. He's been really good at finding farm. Just look, just like this point when the wave's pushed out, he just pops into the jungle, raises the creeps down, and 164 CS, 26 minutes isn't too bad. Yeah, and with the Midas, it's just accelerating everything. He's having a...
That's pretty crazy. Stats man, get some stats on this Shadow Fiend. What does this mean? This farm, does it mean he's good? get some comparisons of Shadow Fiends with Daedalus at like whatever minute it is with Midas. It's ridiculous. This guy is pretty darn dangerous. So looks like Void's going to be going for the...
Boobies could be in trouble. Is he going to get spotted out here? Oh, Rubik. Oh, he didn't spot him out in time. The blink, though, coming in from Admiral Puppy. Is he going to be able to get the kill? Oh, really nice, actually. Earth Spike coming out, but they're going to chase this one down. Oh, they're going to find him. He's trying to TP away. He's going to get blown up instantly. Shadow Fiend, one right click, just melts him down. And this is a point where it's quite scary for heroes like Lion to roam around the map. Luckily, they do have 4 tanky heroes from Brewmaster and...
Double damage.
Yeah, with the double damage. This is going to go down so fast. The medallion there as well.
Shadow Fiend Zora just
wrecking it. Absolutely wrecking it. He's going to pick up the Aegis. I think that's a great decision. Quite a squishy hero. Void is... I mean, they've only managed to kill Void twice. He's actually 10 for 2 on this Faceless Void. So, Faceless Void having a wonderful game. That matchup on that lane really didn't work out for Dagon 5. And even though they're ahead in kills, they're definitely behind in this game. A Daedalus finish now on Shadow Fiend. So here comes the push. It looks like we're going to have it going down mid lane. The double damage is going to run... Oh, okay. He's actually going to TP down to the bottom lane. It looks like they might try and pick off this Tidehunter. Is there a chrono? Oh, there is a chrono, but... Tidehunter, really nice map awareness, sensed it and blinks away instantly. And I think he might be able to get away from this. Is there going to be another
6 seconds?
6 seconds? There's blinking 3. I think he's going to be able to make it. Oh, is he going to pop the Ravage? Oh, he went to pop the Ravage and he gets chronoed and he's going to get brought down instantly. And actually, Lion walked into it and there's going to be a stun coming out. Earth Spike stolen by Rubik, a really nice spell to steal, and they're going to re-engage. Centaur Ultimate comes through. Can they find anything like Death? He actually pops the Ultimate, but it's only really on Cannabis who's going to come straight back to life, and the Brewmaster had already used the split. Cannibal, he's going to be in trouble. He is going to go down. These right clicks coming out from this Shadow Fiend doing so much work. Thrown in the air is Galloy. He's going to find the stun to Cannibal. Shadow Fiend's going to pick up the kill on that one, and meanwhile, it looks like... Greyclaw could be in trouble. He's actually going to be able to blink away before he gets caught out. So, but yeah, 3 heroes going down on the side of Dagon 5. Anyone else? Shadow Fiend picking up the Morphling as well in that one. Okay.
In the trees at the back.
So yeah, Shadow Fiend found that and managed to pick him off and still got the Aegis, so they're going to be able to turn this into a push. Chrono is down, but only for another 30 seconds. Such a good spell to have, and they've got Nether Swap, they've got the Stun from Venge, plenty of mana on everyone. They're going to be able to take this tier 3 town. They might be able to threaten the racks here as well. There is TP coming in. Tidehunter, has he got the Ravage? He has got the Ravage because he didn't use it because he was chronoed in that last fight. He's going to be able to find 3 heroes with that one. They already bring down
the Void.
Bring down the Void. They're going to be able to bring down Shadow Fiend. Can they do it? He's coming back from the Aegis. Venge has actually managed to get away from this one. I don't know whether he's going to come back in and try and save his teammate. It looks like they're just going to leave him there. He's going to go down. Greyclaw actually getting pretty low from the Requiem of Souls pop from Shadow Fiend's death, but he's going to be okay. And I mean, they're managing to find these kills and defend their base, but do you think they're going to be able to sort of turn this into some aggression of their own? Because they're playing very passively at the moment. I think that's the problem for Dagon 5 at the present moment.
Yeah, I mean, I think the fact that Insidious, even though they are behind kills, I mean, you look at the XP graph and they're at a 7.5k lead, which isn't that awful at 30 minutes in, but the gold is pretty big. I mean, 14k is, again, it's not the end of the world, but it's a huge advantage. And the fact that they have got a Void and a Shadow Fiend on their side, compared to like a Morphling who really hasn't got any farm at all, really. And, I mean, the Brews, he has got his Ags finished. So he's got something, but I just feel the Void and the Shadow Fiend at the moment just proving to be too strong. And they're going to try and push mid now, Dagon 5 here. They've got TPs coming in on the side of Insidious.
They need to find a tower. Oh, but there's TPs coming in. It's going to be a chrono. It's a lovely chrono. Hitting on 3 heroes. Booby's going to go down as well. He gets focused every single time in this fight. And actually, Farkeen's jumped in. He's managed to steal a Thunderclap. So he manages to help bring down the Brewmaster as well. And now Denzine, he's in trouble. He's getting chased by Admiral Puppy. Centaur Warrener, can he find it? It's actually going to go to Delicus on that Faceless Void. He's found himself a double kill. And the rest of Dagon 5 have to just retreat, and again, they try and put some pressure onto these towers, and they just get destroyed. It's really, really difficult from that moment. They can't fight with this Void. As soon as he's got Chrono up, they just can't fight into it, and Rubik is still in all sorts of spells. He's been really relevant in these fights. They've got the Stampede to be able to chase heroes down. He's just really bad, and there's actually going to be a buyback from the Tidehunter. So he's going to be able... He's got Ravage down in 30 seconds, so they might be able to defend the racks with this.
He could have just waited to his respawn for that. I don't think that buyback was needed. Because he doesn't, as I said, doesn't have Ravage for 20 seconds, and he could even be in trouble there.
Oh, he might go down before he even gets a chance to pop the Ravage off. Denzine, he's going to go down. It's a dieback coming out from him, and now they're going to go even further. Delicus, he just wants everyone. He actually gets hexed up by Boobies. Is he going to be able to get away? The Wraith King Blast comes out and the Earth Spike as well, so he's going to be stunned for a little bit of time, but backtracking literally every bit of damage coming out, and he's going to be able to start beating down on these racks, and it looks like it's going to be the first racks of the games going down. Dagon 5 are going to be at a deficit here. Brewmaster actually flies in, pops in, he's going to go down, lose the... it's actually Cannibal on the Wraith King. He's going to go down, pop the Reincarnation, come back again, and actually Chrono on Delicates, he's going to be able to pick off Greyclaw. Greyclaw goes down. Shadow Fiend popping the ultimate, bringing down 2 heroes on that one.
Oh, look at
Morphling
that.
and Lion both going down. Boobies just melts to that amount of damage, and the right clicks as well. And this could be game actually coming out now. Dagon 5, they buy back on 3 heroes, but I don't think they can defend this. They've already lost 1 lane of racks. Are they going to lose another? Admiral Puppy popping the ultimate. He wants to go in here. He wants to engage. He actually engages onto the wrong Brewmaster. He should realise that. Probably realise. And now Brewmaster's going to come in and Admiral Puppy's going to be in trouble. Can they find this kill? They need it desperately, and they're going to be able to find at least 1 kill onto the Centaur, who again stays in the fight and overextends. And they did manage to pick up the Rubik in that previous fight as well, but losing the melee racks on that mid lane, range racks is now available to really take at any time. And nice little trade going in the way of Insidious, who the longer this game goes on are going to start to be more relevant. And look at the kills now, 28 to 29, so they've even caught up on the kills. And if we have a quick look at the graphs, experience graph, 14,000 experience and 20,000 gold, so really in the favour of Insidious. And it becomes hard work now, you have to say, for Dagon 5 to come back into this game and just even get a foothold in it now, never mind go on the offensive.
I mean, yeah, that's the thing. They can still defend, but every time they make these defense, well, last time they defended, they did have to use about 3 buybacks on the Morphling, the Lion, and the Bryn. Just before that, we obviously saw the buyback coming out on the Tide, so they're having to throw a lot at Insidious just to keep them off the base, and it's only just working. I mean, they did still lose that half of the racks mid, and they took a serious amount of damage on the 2 bottom as well. So even though they are being able to defend as we go on, each time it's getting harder and harder and harder, and I think it just is only a matter of time before Insidious are able to just jump straight in and take them all out. And now Void finishing off the Mjolnir now as well on top of that MKB. He's got a serious amount of damage. He's going to jump straight in.
Oh, he manages to get it on too. He doesn't manage to get it on Denzi, and he has got a Ravage. He might blow this. He actually just walks into the Chrono. There is going to actually be a stun coming out from Wraith King. Can they turn this around? This would be a really big pick off. Can they get Delicates, punish his greediness? They managed to be able to pick him down, take him down, and but now this is the problem. Can they turn this into a push? They managed to actually find out 2 more people in the mid lane. Venge is here as well, and so is Rubik, and they managed to put Venge into the air. Can they kill off Rubik in time? Venge is actually going to be able to blink away, so they actually sacrificed the Venge kill for the Rubik kill.
The tactical feeds, look at the Shadow Fiend.
Yeah, Shadow Fiend's just doing work on the bottom lane. He's going to be able to take the racks, and meanwhile, Ravage does get finally popped. Galloy's going to go down, and so is Admiral Puppy maybe. He's trying to chase Greyclaw, and actually Light Death comes in from the back after taking out, and it's a double kill for him. And this is all gone wrong for Dagon 5. They don't have buybacks, and on a lot of their heroes having already spent them in these fights, and now it looks like it's going to be a second lane of racks going down. And is this going to be GG called out? Oh, it looks like we're going to see Cannibal in trouble. Is he going to be able to get away? The storm comes out. Beautiful little prediction. There is going to be the ultimate popped. Have they got enough damage to bring him down here? I'm not sure they have. Cannibal's going to be fine. He actually managed to stun Admiral Puppy to stop him from TPing away, so a little bit of annoyance, but
oh, the crit.
Oh my god, the crit's coming out from the Shadow Fiend. He is hitting so hard right now. Oh, this is horrible. And look, oh no, Shrekinator, he's in trouble. He's going to go down as well. Admiral Puppy sacrifices himself just to get the Fountain Camp kill, and Light Death doing so much damage. This game's pretty much over. Dagon 5 can't come back from this. And I mean, Shadow Fiend feeding that early kill seems to have definitely screwed over Dagon 5, you have to say. He is snowballed out of control, and really nice play from Light Death. He's probably my MVP for this game.
Yeah, he's done really well, and that's, yeah, so it's the second game between the two, and Insidious won the first one, they win the second one, and with 2 very different strats. The first game they won with the Shame and the Death Prophet, really fast push, and then they just went for the total opposite there. Go for the heroes that can farm quick and fast, and get heroes that can be insanely highly capped in terms of their builds and their final forms. And the Void and the Shadow Fiend really proven to be hugely effective in that game, picking up 16 and 14 kills, 30 kills out of the 34 on the team between the two of them. So just really nice play there from Insidious, and yeah, 2-0. Follow us on Twitter as it's seen, as we're going to cut to ourselves now so you can see our beautiful faces. And hitting the light, yes.
Get the lights on. Get the lights on in here. This is production value. Look, we have to wait to turn the lights on before you can even see us. And Puppy's still up. What's this? Pepper was up the side as well. It's just a shambles in here. Shambles. Is there a game 3 or is that it? Is it best of 2?
I think that's it.
Best of 3 even.
101 followers. Woo! How many have you got? Did you get any more? Check your Twitter. Did you get any new followers?
I actually have got a few more, I think. I've got 38 now. So, worth. #worth. Jesus. Oosh.
Suddenly, pinnacle.
Anyway,
hello boys. How you doing? This is a great vibe, isn't it? Oh, sorry, am I in the way? Oh, sorry, go out the way. Anyway, yeah, thanks for watching, guys. How many? We got 6 of you guys watching. Thank you very much. Pimp's glad to have you on board. I don't even know, Pimp, are you still tuned in? Yes, I am, boys. Yes, I am. Off you go, Pimp. Let's have a shout out to our final 6 viewers. Here we go. We've got Denzine, fucking Havoc Dota, Gianna Subtil, Multimagia, Pimp McCall Seek, The Puna, Wag Shadow. Now, I'm not a mathematician, but that's more than 6. So that's like
maybe that's not a
that's like 9. No,
did we hit 20?
We didn't. So we're gonna be keeping hold of our rares.
Mythical. I was offering mythicals.
You're offering mythical. Oh, I've lost.
The line was a mythical.
I've lost, but I can't
We'll
drag
have to
him
do it
off.
next time. It roll over. It's even bigger next time. It's 2 mythicals. We hit 20 viewers. 2 mythicals next time we stream, which will probably be.
Oh, there's Pimp. I found him.
What the fuck?
We're just gonna be filling the stream. I wonder if you can see Pimp.
I'm not. I'd like to point out
This
this isn't
not the
me.
one doing this on the.
I'm not. This is not me. This is all OD Pixel. Go follow him on Twitter. Shout at him. Tell him off.
Did you get any follow? Did you check?
I've got millions, mate. I'm on like 400 now. It's just all about the followers. Just get those followers. Get rich.
I'm a Pimp my call. Yeah. This is what was on the stream.
Right. Are we done? Have we got any other games to cast? I fancy carrying on. I want another game.
Look.
Find me another game.
It's Pimp. Look at that. Look at the production. Love it. I don't know. What time is it? I've got to go out tomorrow.
Oh, it's half 11.
Quite late. 11:30, is it? Yeah, it's late. No more casting. That's it, guys.
Okay.
But yeah.